Hello and welcome to this second episode, the second and the greatest to date of Punxsutawney. And today we've got a pretty simple objective. I really want to get some slime, and I'll tell you for why. So look, we've got this here. This isn't working properly. And the reason that's not working properly is because it doesn't have a sticky piston at the back to do some of the work. This over here is running on about 9 pistons when it should really just be 1 piston and a load of slime blocks. So that's not really working efficiently. I've got loads of extra redstone and stuff going on. Round the back I've got a repeater clock when it could be a comparator clock or even a hopper clock. But it's all being done on the cheap. It's all being done on the absolute cheap. So that's not to mention this up here as well. Up here, this mob farm is going to need some string, and it's going to need some dispensers, and it's also going to need a hopper clock to make the timings work for the flushing system. So I need slime for everything, absolutely everything. So I need to go out and find a slime chunk and start slaughtering those slimes. Now, I've had a little look, and I've found out that according to my seed, my slime chunk nearest to me is right here, extending 16 blocks in that direction and 16 blocks in that direction. Now the only problem is that will be down at Y40, so it's quite a way down to go. I'm currently at, where am I? I'm at Y63, so I've got 20 odd blocks to go down, then I've got to clear out a whole area and start making a bit of a farm down there so that I can collect up the slimes. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut away pretty soon and then go down there, find the space and open it up in a 16 by 16 area. Right, we're now down at Y40, and I just thought I'd sort of mention, for the people who don't know, the little chunk line that's up there where it says chunk 080 in 66138. So the chunk that I want is 66138. And the first 3 numbers refer to where I am within that chunk. So right now, if I walk in the positive X, it goes up by 1 in the positive X, so that's 180. And if I turn in the other direction and walk 2 in that direction, I'm 2 in the positive Z. So this is sort of the easy way to mark out a chunk. If you just press the F3 button, you get the information up there, and you can just mark out your chunk using that. So I'm going to go ahead and get this cut out. I'm going to cut it out to 3 high between each level, and I'm going to go around putting out torches regularly because slimes don't really have a problem spawning at pretty much any light level. I think it is any light level that can spawn at. So I can stop everything else spawning down here with enough light. And if I get some pumpkins growing up on the surface at some point soon, I'll be able to make some jack-o'-lanterns, which is perfect. They can sit in the floor, light everything up. Brilliant. Okay, so I'll get on with that. And there we go. That's that cleared out. So that's 3 high, 16 by 16. So that's a slither of 1 chunk cleared out. Now, next, I want to go out about 3 blocks in this direction in all of the sides. So I kind of want to keep the chunk itself marked out because this is where they can spawn, but they can spawn on any level below this level. And what I want them to do is head to the sides, fall off, go down to the bottom, get washed up in some water, and then drown. All the drops get pushed up to the top. So I'm going to go ahead and dig all of that out and maybe get a couple more layers organised, and then come back. So I have 2 levels done. Most of a 3rd level pretty much started, but my pick here has just got down to, what is it, 20 durability left. So there's not much left on the pick before that runs out. So I'm going to have to go off and try and get some levels somewhere so that I can enchant a few more picks and then get a bit more done on this. We're down at level 32. So I've got quite a long way to go before I'm down to where I want to be, which is going to be around about level 8. But yeah, I've got quite a lot done. It's difficult to see. Whoops, there we go. So that's the second level. Yeah, I need to work out a way to get up and down here really. It's a little bit of a health hazard. That's the first level. And I'll take these last few bits up with me on this run. Yeah, I've got a few bits in there. That gives me a little bit of level. We put in a little drop chute so that I can just jump straight down there and do this as quickly as possible. And here we go, I've got some double chests. I'm just starting to fill them up with the cobble that I'm pulling out of the ground. That one's already full. And this one I'm working on, this is all the granite and andesite. And I haven't really picked up that much diorite yet, so I'm going to go off and try and get some levels so I can enchant a little bit more equipment and then go back down and do a bit more work, because I'd like to get at least 3 levels organised and a water chute to pass the slimes around, just as a starting point, so I've got something, because this can always be built on later as well. So I'll be back. I decided to go do some mining for resources, and that sort of helped me get up some levels. And I also came across some of these little things here, the diamonds. Now this is brilliant, because if I can get some diamonds going, get myself a diamond pickaxe, I can cut through things a lot more quickly without having to change my pickaxe all the time. So I'm just going to see how many we've got here. I mean, it's not looking that great, so let's just see what we've got. I'll put a little thing up there so we can see a bit better. And just the one. Oh my goodness, that is such a shame. Oh well, I've got 2 more back at my base, so I've got enough for a single pickaxe, and that should keep me going for a little while. The levels that I've got now, if I got those up to around about 10 or so, I should be able to get a level 2 enchant or so on it. And hopefully that'll be something like Unbreaking 2. Unbreaking 2 would be ideal. Efficiency Unbreaking 2, that'll be even better, but I'm not sure I can necessarily hope for that. So I'm going to carry on doing a little bit more strip mining, get my levels built up a bit more. And if I come across any more diamonds, we'll be back in a moment. Right, unfortunately no more diamonds, but you know, maybe next time. What I managed to get was lots of redstone, quite a lot of coal, bit of lapis, 1 diamond, which I can put together with the other 2 that I've got and make a pick. And I'm going to try and enchant that to the highest level. Got 9 levels. I wouldn't mind just a little bit more to put me up to 10. But you know, it's not too bad on the whole. Now I'm back at my base and I've got my 3 diamonds on me. I was just about to make up a diamond pickaxe, and I thought, actually, what we can do is feed up these cows. They're going to give me some XP, and we can see if that pushes us over the 10 mark. So let me just get some wheat. Where are you? There we go, some wheat. I think I've got about 26 cows in there, so this should be spot on. Maybe a little bit too much. So I'm just going to pop the button there, goes into feed mode, get underneath and get feeding them. And just hope that I get enough XP from this. Oh, that looks like, yeah, there's plenty of XP there to push me over the 10 mark. Fantastic. So what have we got? 4 pieces left. Let's see. Just try and eke that out there. Okay, 11 levels. That's not too bad. Let's just make up this diamond pickaxe on camera and see what we get in terms of enchantments. So, all 3 across the top. There we go. Let's see what we managed to get. I'm pretty sure I've got some lapis in my box. Yes, I do. Brilliant. And what's it going to be? Oh, another 3 levels for the next stage of enchantment. That'll be Unbreaking 2. Efficiency 1. Ooh, what do I do? What do I do? It looks like it might be Unbreaking 2 with something else though, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get those extra 2 levels because it looks like it's only really an extra 1.5 levels and I'd have 13 levels. Now, one way to get the levels is to take things out of a furnace. So what I need to do is take this away, my newly made diamond pickaxe. Get rid of that. And when those things smelt up, they'll sit in there and I can remove them, which will give me a little bit of levels. So that's a little tiny bit there. If I do this one by one, it's going to take quite a while. So what I'll do is I'll wait till it's all done and we'll cut back in a moment or two. And we're just in time to see the last piece of iron smelted. Right, is it going to give me the 1.5 levels that I need to make this up to 13? Not even close, not even nearly, not even slightly. Oh my goodness, so I'm very close to level 12 there. What else can I do to get a few extra levels in quickly? I mean, it's coming tonight. It could be a perfect time to go and kill some mobs. If I switch over to my diamond pickaxe, oh, my diamond sword. I could have a go at them with a diamond pickaxe, but I don't think it would be that good. Let's have a look. So, I've had a thought, and it's these, really, the chickens that I don't really need. I've got a bucket full of eggs right now, so if I ever do need chickens, I've got all of the eggs I need to get them back up, to get the population going again. So I think I might just have a go at this and see how it goes. Ooh, maybe I'll just grab that squid whilst it's there. Come on, stay, don't run. Oh, no levels on that at all. So I think let's just jump in there. Oops, or not. Let's do this from a different height. There we go. There's not many in here, but let's see what they give me. That's put me over the 12 mark. 12 and a bit. 12 and not very much. 12 and not very much. That is all that I got from that. Okay. I mean, that hurt my karma more than it put my levels up. Let's see. All that I need is 3/4 of a level to get that 13. So, right. And we're back below the ground. Because I figured the best way for me to get a few levels now without putting myself in danger or throwing away all of my cattle just to get a bit of levels was to go back underground and get some ores and bits and bobs like the redstone. So, oh, that was disappointing. Just one block. I really don't want to spend too much time down here using the diamond pick because it's going to take the durability off it. What I'd really like to do is just find some exposed things like coal and redstone and by preference diamonds and just cut through them with a diamond pickaxe and get the levels. What's up here? Oh, this is somewhere where I found lots and lots of coal. That helped me get my levels up a little bit. And just at that moment we spot some coal. Fantastic. Let's give it a go and see what we've got here. Oh, this is looking good. This is looking hopeful. Right, I'm not taking any chances. This is only coal, but I'm not taking any chances with it because right now it's very important to me. So, right, let's cut through that. That's 12 and a bit, 12 and a bit more. Oh, there's so much coal. I think we're going to make it. I absolutely think we're going to make it. Or are we? It suddenly started going up much slower. It started out very positive, and now... Oh goodness, right, there's some more coal down there. Oh, let's just pick that up and put that in there instead. I'm just going to throw down a torch, keep myself lit up, and just pick up these bits. Oh, 13. Fantastic. Fantastic. Right, I'm going to go back up and get this diamond pick enchanted. And anything... I'm going to... Well, yeah, I'll get the diamond pick enchanted. Oh, look at that, some more coal. I'll have that on the way back up. And I might just be able to get myself a iron pick enchanted as well. No, not even close. And I'm going the wrong way. And we're back at the enchanting setup, and let's see if it really was just Unbreaking 2, or if maybe there's something like Efficiency 2 on there. Efficiency 2 would be nice. Let's see. Oh my goodness. That is the best pick that I could have possibly hoped for. Fortune 1, right, that's going to help us. That is going to help us a lot. Great. It's a shame it isn't slightly higher fortune, but still. Unbreaking 2, it's going to last forever. It's going to help us get a lot of this cleared out. So here we are again, and you can see that I've made a little bit of progress here. I've got down 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the 5th level. This is the 5th level, I think. And we're currently standing on 23, level 23. So about halfway. So this is going to be huge. But the keen-eyed among you will have already spotted I got my first slime ball. I was going to try and capture my first slime on camera. What happened was I was there digging away. One of the little ones just jumped down, hit the floor, died, splat, left me a slime ball behind. But that is my very first slime ball, so I'm very happy. It proves that this great big hole that I've been digging is not going to be a complete waste of time. And yeah, so as you can see, I haven't cleared out the levels yet properly, but I'm looking forward to getting this up and going properly. To be honest, I was holding back on these just in case I was getting absolutely no spawns and I'd made some kind of mistake that this wasn't a slime chunk. But now that I've seen slime ball and slime sort of land on my head, I'm happy to go ahead and do this. Maybe not straight away, but I know that it's going to work, so it will be done. Okay, let's get back to it. This is what I've got done so far. It's quite a lot, but as you can see, my pick is very low durability. Durability 1. So I've burnt through all of my other picks. I've got a tiny bit left on this one, which I thought I'd keep for a little while because that was amazing for the time being. But then I started working with a diamond pick again with Unbreaking 2 and Efficiency 2 and Fortune, and it's just been amazing. Absolutely amazing. My levels have gone up, everything's gone up, just because I'm not spending all my levels making picks that break in 5 minutes. So I'm going to go and spend some of my diamonds and get this pick repaired, hopefully get a better enchant. I've also moved my little outway. So if we go up here, this is going to be my entrance and exit from now on. There. So I moved all my stuff off the platform here and popped it over here. I've sort of heard a couple of slimes slapping about down there, but haven't actually had much slime yet, but it's working. It's working. I'm starting to think for a single player game, this is going to be an extremely overpowered farm. I'm never going to need this much slime, but you know, what the heck. It's fun. So I'm going to grab up some of this stuff and take it up with me. Pop it in some of my now increasing chests. I've got more cobble than I know what to do with at this stage, but it's all good. I can start smelting it up, turn it in stone, start building some nicer things. So let's just dump all that cobble in there. Wow, empty inventory suddenly. I'll put those in there. Right, where are my diamonds? I was just going to have a little enchant on camera so that you get to see what I get on my next pick. Now, I've got no idea. I'm really hoping for at least Unbreaking 2. If I get Unbreaking 2, then I can upgrade my other pick to Unbreaking 3, and that would be beyond amazing. Unbreaking 3, oh, if I got Unbreaking and Efficiency 2, I'd be set for this time. It's a great worker pick. So I need some lapis. We're going over here. we're going to enchant and see what we get on this new pick. So you in there, you in there. I've got at least a level 2 enchant. Let's have a look. Efficiency 2, yeah, that's not bad. I'll be happy with that. That would speed up the last bit of the thing. But if I got an unbreaking 2 of it would be amazing. So let's see what we get. So that's that done, and it's just a efficiency 2. So I'll upgrade this and I'll get an efficiency 3, and yeah, I should be able to cut through what's left down there pretty quickly. So I'll cut away now and come back in a few minutes, and you'll see hopefully the final stages of the progress. And we're back, and everything's done up there. I've got to clear out a few of these levels, but I'm going to do that last because I don't want slimes falling on my head whilst I'm doing this stage. So this stage is to organise where the slimes are going to go to their drowning chamber. So I want to push them through here a little bit and then lift them up, and then they swim upwards in the water, get to the top, there's nowhere to go, they drown, and they drop. Their drops go down in the water into some hoppers, get fed out, and then they go straight up. So somewhere behind here I'm thinking I need to make a decent sized little chamber, and ooh, that's not good. Okay. I'll have to be a bit more careful when going up there. I might need to go up there and sort that out here. But basically I'm going to make a decent sized little chamber for the slimes to go in, go upwards, drown, drops go out, and then the drops go out further in this direction. And then they should come up somewhere behind my nether portal kind of area. I'm not really sure where, but I'm going to work that out. Cut down so that I've got a load of droppers going upwards to pass all of the slimes upwards. So I'm going to get on with that now, and then I'll come back when we're sort of working out the water streams and how to push things into one place. So that was quite a big jump cut. I've done quite a bit of work in between the last little piece and this one, so as you can see all the water streams are in. I'll just go and have a little look down over here so you can see it. I'm a bit scared of heights, creep up to the edge. Yep, so all the water streams are in, and there we go. They all lead round from the back and they all join up nicely at the front, so everything's working in that way. All the slime should just get pushed forward. I had to go into a creative world for a little while just to get the water streams right and sort of test a few different things, because it's painful testing things when you don't have depth strider. And you have to keep going, refill your 2 buckets all the time. But, you know, there we go. You test things in a creative world and then you put them into action in your survival world. So basically all that I've got left to do is put some water in this little chamber here, which I could probably start now, but no, I'm going to do that absolute last. But this is going to be the drowning chamber. So the slimes come in here. They come up here, they end up in this section here, and they drown right here. And then the drops drop into the hoppers. The hopper chain comes out here. And I'm going to put some droppers from here going straight up to the top. I'm not exactly sure where that's going to be, but I've got some coordinates already. And then I need to put in a little set, well, torch tower really, a torch tower there right next to it, so that when there's something in the bottom dropper, the comparator reads that, sends a signal to an inverter, to another inverter, which then unlocks a clock. The clock goes off, powers the tower starts flickering, all the items go up. It's pretty standard dropper tower really, and there's lots of information on that, but I'm just going to do this on the fly because I've done them a few times and I know exactly what I'm doing. They're not exactly complicated. I don't really fancy making the glass item elevator. There's a few glitches with that at the moment in 1.9, and I just like the dropper tower, to be honest. So that's what I'm going to get on with next. Is I'm going to cut down from here right up to the surface, put in the droppers and build up the torch tower, and then come down here, do the little clock, hook it all up, put in the water, and then we're more or less ready to roll. Just a bit more digging thereafter and we're done. So I'll just go and get on with that now. So I was just coming down through my little hole from the surface up there, and I found this little cave, and I thought, well, I'll have a little look around. And I came around this little corner here and saw some cobblestone. Some green cobblestone. So I've obviously come across a spawner, by the sounds of it, a zombie spawner. Look at them in there. This is going to be my XP grinder, because I can just get these lot fed up straight to the surface and destroy them up there. Pretty simple. So I just thought we'd sort of make a first exploration of this room from in here together. Let's... Ooh, blimey. Water caught me out. Let's get rid of you. Get some light down in here. Boom, 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 boom. Lots of light. Can't go wrong with a bit of light round a spawner. Just F3. Take a quick picture, just in case I forget. Press F3 again. And I'm just going to have a little look in the chests over here, see what we've got. Nothing special. Nothing special. Beetroot's not bad. Haven't had any beetroot yet. Got plenty of pumpkins. The string I'll have. Yeah, I like the string. Get rid of the rotten flesh. Otherwise, a bit of a rubbish find. But the zombie spawner is going to be a project now in the future. In the not too distant future. I might even make it my next project and forget about the mob grinder, which I've got going at the moment. And just work on getting this set up so that I can get the zombies ported straight up to the surface and destroy them there. Right, that is everything done back here. I've got the water sources in on the other side. I'll just give you a little demonstration of this and just, let's see, maybe 8 items. So the comparator detects that there's something in there, and then it passes a signal into this block which unpowers a torch which is underneath here, which then repowers this torch, which then switches on this little clock. And then that powers this, which then powers the torch tower right there. Now those 8 items have gone from the bottom dropper. Because it's quite a height, I'm not actually fully expecting to get everything all the way to the top in one go. I'm sort of hoping it'll get all the way up, but let's have a little look now and just see. Yeah, nothing in there yet, which is a little bit of a disappointment, but it is quite a height, so I wasn't fully expecting the items to get all the way to the top. Normally you need a little bit more. What have I got that I can throw away? I can throw the redstone in there. That's not going to hurt. Basically they'll just be sat in a hopper or in one of the droppers half of the way up. So let's just put in, yeah, all of my redstone. And there we go, we can hear it firing. All of my redstone and some coal. And we'll see how much gets to the top there. So it's 42 redstone and 22 coal or something like that. Doesn't really matter. What we want to see is at least a chunk of that coming up to the top, which proves that the tower's working. So when things get in the bottom, the signal goes up and it'll push the things further up the tower. Right, let's see if anything's made it to the top. Yeah, there we go. We've got all of our redstone, all of our bits and bobs back. We're missing, oh, what's that, 14 items maybe? They'll be stuck in droppers on the way up, but I don't really mind that. That's just par for the course. You can't get everything up in one go. Or maybe you could. Maybe I could adjust the timings, but you know, what the heck, I don't need to think about that right now. What the main thing is that we should be ending up getting some nice slime just coming up from the bottom whilst we're just stood round in our base doing nothing. I will be setting up an AFK fish farm in here somewhere as well, and maybe actually turning this into something like a base. But now that I've got this in place, I'm sort of thinking that maybe I need to build my storage room around where that is, because I don't want to go move in that hopper tower again. It's not a huge amount of work, but it's just something that I don't want to do right now. Right, I think that we're finished down there. I'll just give you a little look at what there is. and you'll see that we've been very, very busy. Got a lot of area cleared out here. Now, the only thing that I'm slightly concerned about now is that I haven't actually seen anything spawn in this area yet. We've got a couple of slimes from this already, just a couple of little ones which fell down and I picked up, and you know, that was quite straightforward, but I haven't seen any of the big slimes yet, so I'm just going to double check and see that the light levels are okay and all that kind of thing. I was under the impression that they can spawn at any light level. So I think that's about time for the end of the episode. I hope you've enjoyed watching this. The next episode, I've decided I'm going to do a few little fixes up. I've got a few slime balls which is going to help me fix up a couple of things behind me, like the little cow farm there, and I'm going to get a little hopper clock going for the sugarcane farm over there, which will be better than what I'm currently using, which is the repeater clock. So I'm going to do a few little fixes, and then I'm going to go to work on the spawner, which I found down below in today's episode. So I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Please leave a like, or if you wish, leave a comment if you want to know anything, and if you want to see more of this, leave a subscribe, and then you'll be the first to find out when it comes out. So thank you very much for watching all the way through, and goodbye.